The Illuminati is a term that stirs the imagination, evoking visions of mystery, power, and conspiracy. Originating in the Enlightenment period, the Illuminati referred to a real historical group, the Bavarian Illuminati, founded on May 1st, 1776. Over the centuries, the idea of the Illuminati transformed into a far-reaching conspiracy theory that suggests a covert group of global elites that controls or aims to control the world. This theory posits that this secret society influences every major event and trend in world politics, economics, and culture, working towards a new world order. According to conspiracy theorists, the Illuminati's goals include the establishment of global governance, a one-world religion, and centralized control of the world's economic systems. These goals are suspiciously close to the goals of the Antichrist, whose rule and reign can be seen in the Book of Revelation. As foretold in the Book of Revelation, the Antichrist will create a one-world government, a one-world monetary system, and a one-world religion. The Illuminati conspiracy theory is vast and multifaceted, with numerous variations and offshoots. It incorporates a mix of historical facts, speculation, and imaginative fiction, making it difficult to pinpoint a single, coherent narrative. The theory has been further complicated and popularized by its presence in modern culture, appearing in books, movies, music videos, and online forums. Symbols associated with the Illuminati, such as the Eye of Providence, seen on the reverse of the Great Seal of the United States, and references to goats or Baphomet, have been interpreted by some as evidence of the Illuminati's pervasive influence in world. Just about every person who is thrust into the public limelight at one time or another is accused of being a part of the Illuminati. From celebrities to politicians to business leaders to actors to musicians to sports stars, all have been accused of being part of this secret society. These accusations often rely on interpretation of symbols, gestures, or certain events as proof of Illuminati affiliation. As followers of Christ, we're called to navigate the complexities of this world with discernment, guided by the light of the gospel. The narrative of the Illuminati, wrapped in mystery and speculation, serves as a vivid example of the challenges we face in distinguishing between being informed and being consumed by the world's enigmas. The Scriptures offer us profound wisdom in this regard. John 17:16 reminds us, "They are not of the world, just as I am not of the world." This verse speaks directly to our condition as believers, called to be in the world, engaging with it, yet not allowing it to shape our identity or dictate our fears. Whether the Illuminati is real or whether a different secret society runs the world, it is important to note and to remember that God is in control. Not any group of people and not any secret society. No plan or scheme developed by any group of individuals or rulers could in any way prevent or even hinder God's sovereign plan for the world. The Bible is clear. You are to fear only God. Matthew 10, verse 28. And do not fear those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul, but rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. It's time for us to redirect our fears, to shift our focus from the created to the Creator, from the finite to the infinite. To fear God is not to cower in dread, but to stand in awe of His majesty, to recognize His omnipotence, and to surrender to His divine will. To fear God is to understand He is in a class of His own. To fear God is to know He alone controls the trajectory of this world, and nothing happens without His permission. Even the devil and all his wickedness, even the devil and all his demons are not able to operate outside the area God has allowed them. There is no one in the league of God. For he is the consuming fire. He is not some old grandfather. He is a consuming fire. He is not a Santa Claus-looking individual like you see in these paintings and drawings. He is a consuming fire. He is the Ancient of Days. There is a reason why no man has seen God and lived. He is far above what the human mind can even conceive or understand. Isaiah 55, verses 8 and 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, says the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. If you think you have God figured out, you are in trouble. You cannot figure out God. We barely are able to figure out human beings. What on earth makes you think you can figure out a being that has no beginning? A being that has no limit to his power. If you think you have God figured out, you are in trouble. You may be a good, well-meaning person, but if you start believing you have a full understanding of God, you are in big trouble. If you think you know how he will act in every situation, and you have a Bible verse for every situation, you will one day be in for a big surprise. No one has God figured out. And do not fear those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. But rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Do not fear a man or group of people or institution. Fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. The truth is, there very well could be a secret group of people who influence or even run the world. Whether they go by the name Illuminati or any other name, we may never know for sure. The existence of such groups, while intriguing, does not change one fundamental truth. Their power is limited. They may plot and plan, but their authority only extends as far as God allows. Even the most powerful human beings or organizations must one day give an account before the throne of God. Psalm 2, verses 1 to 4, speaks directly to this. Why do the nations rage and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, Let us burst their bonds apart and cast away their cords from us. He who sits in the heavens laughs. The Lord holds them in derision. This passage reminds us that no earthly scheme, no matter how cunning, can thwart the purposes of God. He is sovereign over all creation, including the plans of secret societies or global elites. The book of Daniel provides a vivid illustration of God's supreme authority. In Daniel 4:34-35, King Nebuchadnezzar, the most powerful man of his time, declared after being humbled by God, His dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom endures from generation to generation. All the inhabitants of the earth are accounted as nothing. And he does according to his will among the host of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth. And none can stay his hand or say to him, What have you done? If the God of heaven could humble a mighty king like Nebuchadnezzar, how much more can he bring to nothing the plans of any secret group? Furthermore, the Bible assures us that every person, regardless of their status or influence, will stand before the judgment seat of Christ. Revelation 20:12 tells us, And I saw the dead, great and small, standing before the throne, and books were opened. Then another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged by what was written in the books, according to what they had done. No one escapes this accountability, not kings, presidents, billionaires, or members of secret societies. It is easy to become consumed by the idea of powerful entities working behind the scenes to control the world. But as believers, We must not allow fear or speculation to distract us from the truth. Our faith is not in the power structures of this world, but in the God who created and governs all things.